Shadowfest. First of all, I love the way that the filmmakers decided to open this. It was visually striking, it was informative, and it was so cleverly put together. For an audience member, it immediately grabs your attention and you're like, okay, let's go. I want to see what's going to happen. I loved what they did with the cinematography, how they also added those silhouettes with their light and shadow and what they were doing there. The two main actors, absolutely fantastic. I loved the fact that they chose to have a strong female lead in this, and she was absolutely amazing. I loved the rapport between her and her brother and all of that. Filmmakers were smart. The special effects that they did really sold the supernatural aspect of all of this, and it made you believe. And I loved that about it. The stunts and the fight scenes, they were all great. I think that the stunt choreography in this, really, really nice job on that. And the story was so well told. Yeah, I loved this. Great job.
This is a really epic short film. You get drawn into the genre from the start of it. It's clearly like a fantasy, and it delivers on the very dramatic, exciting fight scenes that you'd expect from that. And, also the landscapes, like the characters walking through the desert. It's very atmospheric and dramatic, but then it also kind of narrows in on the relationships between the characters, which adds an extra motivation and an extra interest for the viewer. Also adds a bit of humor in the characters' dialogues, which I enjoyed, which makes it more than just fight scenes. The characters have got motivation and they've got a bit more personality, which was great.
This felt like it could be the pilot episode of a longer series. You have very interesting dynamic characters. You have a plot of following this scroll pamphlet thing, this ruin that can give the quest of immortality and the idea that whether it exists or not. The graphics in this film are amazing. The story is. It really goes where these are characters you want to follow, and you want to follow for longer than just this film. Because it feels like while the story wrapped up, it feels like it could continue on and on. It's quite an amazing feat because you don't want it to be over. The story wrapped. It's just, it feels like something that could continue for more if they wanted to turn this into a series. It was definitely capturing. It was heart racing. It was those things where you actually got the background of both the good guys and the bad guys. And most films don't really do that. They usually give you the good guys and you don't care anything about the bad guys. This film kind of did both, where you kind of wanted both to succeed and you knew they both could. It was really well done.
This one is called Shadow Fist 3. This was a fabulous action piece. What set it apart for me was the fight choreography. It was perfectly timed. Every second was so precise. So many complex moves, but the fighters made it look so easy. I thought it was entertaining to see the use of a variety of weapons, like swords and staffs, and also hand-to-hand combat. The cast members were so into their roles, very convincing and passionate about their quest for the powerful scroll. I love the handsome costumes, and the dusty locations were perfect for this piece. The soundtrack revealed a broad assortment of musical styles, from orchestral to an Eastern flair. I like the classic storyline of good and evil and the lure of power. Well done.